Morning, everybody. This is Sunday morning. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood, as Mr. Rogers used to say. Not that I watch him. Today we're going to tackle the deck today. We've got everything else cleaned up. I need to change oil yet on this and that. So today we're going to remove the deck and we are going to sharpen the blades. I will show you how I do this, and yeah, we'll so the first thing is we are going to lower the deck all the way down. We are going to disconnect these, and basically you get your finger in there and pull that one, and I usually stick it to the side, just like here. You have another one on the second side. Kind of wiggle and jiggle. It'll go forward on you because your belt is still on. So you'll have a clip. Push it up, release it, pull it out. This should allow this to come out. Remember how it goes. You can leave it in here if you're not going to drive it around. But it'll go from it goes from the downside, so you'll see it slope down. So pull it out, park that with that. All right, now you've got your belt, which is going to be fairly loose because you undid the back pins. I pull it, get it under the pulley, and there you go. Now generally it's a little tight right in here, but you can finagle it out. Just kind of pull it out with your pulley. There you go. Pull the deck over, remove this pin back here. Let's see, that's what you need, a little trusty just like that. It's one of those. Kind of got a little, there's a washer on it, which looks like it's kind of boogered up, so we'll probably replace that. I put these up here where I don't lose them. And that bar, just shove your deck over and it falls out just like that. Before moving your deck out, bring your things up so they clear your deck, and your deck scoots out. Relatively easy. Big stick been in there for a while. So of course, check out your belts. Belt is in good shape. We will be cleaning this out a little better. All right, so here's our beloved deck. It's actually a better idea to just put about 3 2x4s under the back there. That'll hold it pretty good. Yeah, get a little more light on it. I'm gonna go lefty-loosey. Generally, you need a block of wood. stick in here. Give this something to push against. So there's one. Two. Oops. There we go. There's three. Doesn't matter which one goes where. So we gonna go clean these up, sharpen them, and I guess I'll take you along for that. Real easy process. Use a vise. You don't have to have a vise. You can figure out what works best for you. I use a vise. It's the easiest way for me. I put blade up. Actually, I'll go this way. Put blade beside me. See that pretty good? And when I sharpen a blade, I don't use a grinder stone. I used to. And then I cut onto these little they call them grinding discs. When they're brand new, they look like they're, you know, feathered sandpaper. I found I like those a lot better. You will still take down material, but you don't take it down as drastic, and it just does a better job. Don't forget your shield. See if I can bring this closer. Okay, so what I'm going to do, run this across the edge here. So I get the bevel on here. There's a couple nicks in there. I usually don't worry a lot about those, so you can grind them down if you'd like, but when you're running, like I'm running out, this one lawn tractor's used at the road. And then I go just straight up and down on the back just to knock the crap off of it. And there's number one. I'm gonna loosen him up. Switch sides. And that's number three. Now, somebody on here is going to comment, I'm sure, that you need to make sure you have them balanced and stuff. Well, I do that about every other time. I don't need to do it right on these right this second. But the other thing about using, let me show you a little better picture of that sanding wheel. They look like that when they're new. Is that you don't take off a lot of steel when you use that. You basically just you're just cleaning them up, touching them up. And you know, interesting thing is a lot of these guys sharpen these blades super sharp. what's interesting is if you put a really, really, really sharp edge on them, you'll chip that edge off pretty quick. My big 7-foot bush hog, literally it has about an 1/8 inch edge on the edge of the blade, believe it or not. The speed and stuff that it goes, and that's what enables it to cut down small trees and stuff, because if it was sharp, it would just beat the crap out of that blade. So we're at the deck again, and we're going to do some cleaning, and it needs it in a bad way. We're going to reverse what we just did. If you remember what we did taking it off. You got to get your slots. There's a slot right in here that lines up with this here. And these here come down when you lower this. So we want to get it pushed over about where those are. The first thing is that rod, that stinking little rod that we always, that rod is right there. We want it to go in that hole right there. So push this over. And okay, so that rod is there, and then there's a hole for it. Now put your pin back in it, just like so. So it's like so. Alright, and we're gonna push these over a little bit, and we're gonna run our, see those go down? See them right there? Bring those down and stick this in the slot so we can see where these line up. Looks like my deck needs to go forward. Whoop. And so we pull this one back and stick him in the hole. Just like that. That's number one. Alrighty. I'm gonna do the same thing here. Run your deck forward. Pull that up a little bit, release the, and there you go. So now you make sure all your belts are around the pulleys like they should be. So remember, this thing went in the hole. It had a downswing to it. And we put it into the hole. You don't mess with these nuts, those are set. So, and there was a washer, I forgot to tell you, there is a washer on the end of that. Goes there. And your little pin, just like so. All right, so now I'm going to turn my belt a little bit because one of my pulleys isn't on back there. So we got to run this through this slot again. So you kind of, I'm going to show you how you get this on there. Okay, so you grab the belt. You just run it around your pulley. Keep your thumb on the front of it. So you keep your thumb on the front of it here as you're pulling on that other side. And then it goes Boom. Just like that. Gloves do work a lot easier than bare hands. Again, check your pulleys, make sure all your belts are on, and you should be good to go. So that's it for the lawn tractor. If you like these videos, please subscribe. Please share with your friends and enemies. You're always welcome to leave comments and give me a thumbs up. We'll see you on the next one. Bye.